Why should I care? It's pointless. What should I gain from any of this? A mere dream? Huh. Dear me. I've really gone bonkers. Enduring enough bullshit to outlast the toughest fucker out there. The Enigma smiles upon Owen's dismissal, which proves he can be just as fickle as his grandmother. It then returns its attention to the scenery before them, somewhat coming off as rude to Owen. As a Midlander, he follows a moral code. A good conversationalist should never turn away from the engaged unless their discussion has been ended properly so. Since the Enigma committed a grave offense against his moral code, Owen is a little irritated with the being of darkness. My apologies, but it seems I've gone and lost your interest. Owen folds his arms, sporting an arrogant smirk. It'd be more neighborly if we finished this like proper gents. Wouldn't you agree?
Who said I was a man? Besides yourself, that is.
Owen is instantly disoriented by the Enigma's response, which serves as an effective counter against his arrogance. It's true. The Enigma never said it was a man, nor did it give any impression of the sort. Therefore, Owen's gender dismissal is nonsensical and poorly executed. In response to the Enigma's counter, the Wolf Knight visually trails away from it, proving that knights are human despite their advantages.
I must say, Owen, you really have a knack for yammering like a hormonal prom queen.
The Enigma laughs amid facing the knight with folded arms. Its stance is somewhat contradictory in that the Enigma clearly indicated that Owen was behaving arrogantly, but such posture confesses a sense of arrogance behind its current defenses.
This has me wondering, are you truly a knight? Or a mouthy child with a fancy toy?
That statement was critically damaging to Owen, so much that his fists are shaking with ire. Second by second, moment by moment, burning emotions well up, provoking the knight to exercise a last resort. The summoning of his regalia, his protective suit of armor that amplifies his abilities overall. I've had enough of your rotten lips, stranger. Stalk your prey. Wolf! Owen equips, donning his silver regalia in a flash of shining fireflies. This does little to intimidate the Enigma. In fact, it seems more amused than afraid of Owen's gesture. You're smiling? Are you stupid, stranger? Or more arrogant than you're letting on? The enigma can't contain itself. It laughs, unrestrained, wholesomely, and genuinely. Owen snarls, his teeth gritted with a near detonated rage. Found enough to calculate me, have you? We'll see how well you laugh after I rearrange your face. Ironically, before he can make a single move against the enigma, the unexpected occurs. His regalia shatters from his body, becoming a fleeting breeze of shimmering fireflies, trailing to the skies above. In these moments, Owen's spirit feels as if it's been crushed, an emptiness without expression or comprehension. This happenstance is so pathetic, it's damning to Owen. For, without a regalia, or a connection with a genre of fireflies, one cannot be called a knight.
I bet you're wondering why your regalia parted from you. It's simple, really. The wolf has taken the opportunity to escape you, as it has grown tired of you making a mockery of your bond.
Owen lifts his head from the depths of confusion to give the enigma his undivided attention. His acceptance has awarded him with the image of a frown upon the enigma's obscured visage. The creature of darkness takes a moment to approach the arrogant Midlander, halting at his side with frigid ambiguity.
You've coupled yourself with a wild beast, true, but you don't necessarily have to behave like one,
the enigma says.
The wild has humbled you, but it has also stolen an irreplaceable part of your heart. You won't be able to use your regalia for a few days. Fortunately, you're martially trained to handle your own should danger present itself. If you value your life, you had better start strategizing. Otherwise, your trip to the City of Fools will be a short-lived one.
So, I'll be vulnerable. Huh. Fuck me in my heart's head. But you're right. I still know how to handle myself well enough. A few days shouldn't be. Without warning, the enigma slaps Owen so hard, with such blinding speed, that he's grounded before he knows it. Ah! The Midlander pushes himself up from the ground, holds his irritated skin, and returns his eyes to the enigma to see tears. Real tears. The enigma is crying. Shut up. I've heard enough of your... You're not fucking invincible, goddammit. Damage. Legit damage. Owen's arrogance has come to a deafening standstill, so much that he has nothing else to say. Every reality, every single fucking reality, they had to watch you die because you don't know how to keep your mouth closed. Something so simple is mortifying. The enigma continues as it kneels and pulls Owen closer by the collar of his pajama shirt. Do you think you'll make a difference because you have some smelly mutt on your side? You think your pain is worse than the good few forced to live through this hellish, inconsistent universe? Well, it's not, Owen. You know what pain is, but apparently it hasn't kicked your ass hard enough yet. I'm not saying that you have to, but you seriously need to get your act together. Or would you rather have your Graham die from a heart attack for the umpteenth time? His eyes widened with shock, having forgotten something that has happened in every reality. The seamstress' weak heart fails in response to her grandson's death. No matter the reason behind Owen's demise, his grandmother's minor season of mourning joins her with him in the afterlife. The enigma's words bring tears to Owen's eyes as he realizes that he's part of the reason for a great tragedy in the Brotherhood of Shadows. I can't. Graham, because of me, she. Driven by emotion, the humiliated Midlander embraces the enigma in tears. His emotions are accepted by the being of darkness, who shows warmth in a time of lamentation. A near paralyzing season of guilt. Because of me, she loves me so much that I don't want that. Owen mourns, clinging to the enigma with the gentle passion of an humbled child. I love Graham. She's the only family I have left. If I lose her, then I won't have anyone. I know I have friends, but to lose Graham because of my own weakness, the only mother I have left. Her death, or should I say, deaths, proved her loyalty and devotion to you, her grandson. Mourning is a sign of love, affection, concern, dedication, and regret. Feigned mourning is a sign of disrespect, loathing, and conditional behavior. Any run-of-the-mill actor can wet their eyes with artificial tears, which proves they lack passion for their line of work. Your grandmother, Edmundine, her tears weren't fake, and neither were her countless passings. With a gentle hand, the enigma helps Owen adjust his resting position to where he feels comfortable. his head laid on his lap, where it can caress his fine head of ginger locks. This gesture furthers the enigma's ambiguity, but also proves that it has a nurturing side, a feminine quality. Owen pleasantly relishes in the being of darkness, kindness, this sweet side. This is who you are, Owen, who you've always been. The enigma says, widening the resting Midlander's eyes with realization. This kindness won you irreplaceable allies, a chance at love, and a second home. All you had to do was be yourself, nothing more. It is this kindness, coupled with the will and courage of a protector, that will see you towards greatness. After all, you are the heart of your allies. The hearts of my allies. Remember who you are. Only then will your ascension begin. Knucklehead. Oh, don't call me that. Only they. The enigma's caressing hand serves well in placing Owen at ease. So much that he finds slumber within slumber. Everything goes dark behind the frame of his eyelids, but a gentle grace soon touches them. This sweet resonance of color is the light of the moon shining through his bedroom window. It helps him remember that he was asleep the entire time, and that everything he saw was a dream. One of meaning, but a dream nonetheless. Owen opens his eyes to the fractured reality and sits up in bed, his heart cold with confusion and guilt. All of that. I wonder if... Is it possible? Owen fears as he extends his dominant left hand to summon a portion of his regalia. Unfortunately, no matter how much he wills it so, his arm guard doesn't appear. In reaction to the truth of his inabilities, Owen's extended hand balls with frustration and personal defeat. I can't summon it. I can't use my powers. So, that wasn't a dream. It was real. Damn it. All because of my ignorance. And Graham dying over and over again because of me. But I won't let that happen. Graham will live, and I will claim my knighthood. No matter what it takes, I will make things right. His fist lowers, as does his fiery temperament. The enigma said it best. Owen is the heart of his allies. This current self, a brash, arrogant child enamored with his personal accomplishments, isn't who he truly is on the inside. It was the challenges and tortures of the wild that made him that way. Conquering the wolf regalia was trying, as he said before, but as a person, Owen can't afford to forget his true self. He mustn't become a wild animal. He must remember the kind-hearted person he's always been. Ergo, his coupling process begins anew in a different direction.